Hello everyone, time to do another flip through. I showed you guys the first month I had done in this book. I freely admit I'm really behind and I'm not 100% done August, so I'm going to show you the first half of August because I'm mostly done, but a couple pages still to go. I did do some alterations of the inside of the book. You may remember originally this page just said July 2016. I actually forgot to do the title page for August, so I revamped this a little bit so it was July and August, and I added just a little blurb about why Steve and I ended up moving to the city. So just a little story, our story so far, as I called it, and just a little chipboard sticker from the collection. So we'll flip back. I believe this is where we ended. This was my page about the first month that we were here, and my last little Lister's Got a List page. So then we move on into August. So I really like how these pages turned out. You may have seen in my sister's video that we did some art pages using cherry blossoms we'd cut out. I had used the vellum sheet as a stencil actually in the background. So I've got cherry blossoms all through it in the blue and the yellow. And then these stars were from a Heidi Swap set that I got on clearance at Michael's ages ago. So I threw a couple of those on there. This is the die cut from the set. And then I used a little star punch I had to make these little stars from some scraps from the collection. So I was really pleased with how that turned out. And just these are some of the rub-ons I've used throughout the book. That Michael's collection, the Recollections Boho, I think it is. And again, you've seen my sister's art journal if you watch her videos. I've started art journaling as well. I have much less done than Jackie. I tend to do it when she calls me and says, do you want to come over and art journal? She's a good influence. But so these are my first two pages in there. This was the one with the cherry blossoms, and then this one was another one I did with screen printing. So I was just taking pictures and used a Heidi Swap alpha there that I really liked, the nice pink glittery one. It's so pretty. This page I used just some stamps in the corners and then used my Staedtler markers to draw that little border around it, just in the yellow and the blue. This is a die cut from an Amy Tangerine set I got ages ago. So I've actually been using some older stuff in this book and some stuff I've forgotten that I had, which has been fun. Sorry. This is mostly stuff from the collection, a little bit of stamping around the edge and little die cuts and scraps. This one we were doing some escape rooms. This was, I did 3. I think Jackie ended up doing 4 or 5, didn't you?
I did 4, yeah.
Yeah, Jackie did 4. I only did 3. But this was the first one we did, so it's me and Jackie and her friend Eric, yes, that's right. Sorry, it was my first time meeting him, and I'm terrible with names. So it was called Revenge in the Dressing Room. So that was my title. This was the place that we went. So this was, I just decided to do a little frame with washi tape, and this is just cut out from the business card just to remind me where it was. So just a fun little day we had. And this was my journaling about the next day that we did. The escape rooms. I have a cat in there because one of them was called the Kingdom of Cats. That's why I have my little cat sticker. Oh, any excuse to put cats in, right? Then my next Lister's Got a List page. I've just been kind of trying not to repeat myself. So this one I think turned out a little wonky, but used a stamp up here, and then this was a border tape that I had that is really pretty. And then I just kind of watercolored the background a little bit to give it a little bit of color. This is another one of my rub-ons from that boho collection. I just like the multicolor. I thought it went well with my washi tape here. And this was a Manby sticker I had. So this was another escape room page. I had this little collection of acrylics that I just decided to stick on there because we were being very clever that day. So I thought the light bulb was just a good little icon for that. But yeah, so we had our escape room success. We actually did 2 that day, but they only took pictures of us at 1, so it was very sad. But I used some just some washi tape down here, and this is a Simple Stories alpha. And again, just using the business card and just having some fun. Here I was again using some stamps in the background. I kind of go back and forth. If you look at Jackie's books, like she uses stamps on almost every page, and I tend to leave a lot of white space, but sometimes I decide that there's too many white pages. And then this was a Tim Holt stencil and just some distress inks. This is die cut from the collection, and it might be hard to see the tape there. It's actually black glitter. It glitters more in real life. And then these are just some strips from the, just scraps I had from the collection. I've been trying to do that throughout the book just to use things up and make sure that I use everything. Don't have too many at the end. This was another Tim Holt stencil, and I kind of ombre'd the ink myself, just going over the stamp with a couple of different colors, like just up to a certain point. And then I used, it's hard to see, but there's a little bit of watercolor around the edge. I was trying to blend it out a little bit, but the inks were my Memento dewdrops. They're not really blendable, so the edges are a little rough, but I like the effect overall. It was just really, really hot that day, so that's why I wanted a sun in there. And then we got our couch delivered, which I know I'm a grown-up because I was so excited for this to happen. We got our... in our old place, we just had a futon, so it was actually very exciting to get brand new furniture. And we waited a month for it to arrive because it was back ordered when we bought it. So it's a very red page because the couch is red. And Jackie immediately came over to test it, and one of my cats decided to lay with her as well. So sister tested, kitten approved. Page was kind of fun. We had we went from a super hot day to a super hot but raining and thundery day. So this is again, this is something you may have seen in my sister's journals. We have these little coloring books that are vellum. So I colored it with these ones, these little Dover little activity books. We get them at Desserts, and they're just vellum pages. So you color the back of them, and then the color shows through, and they make these nice little pieces. So this was a sun that was in one of the books. I colored it with my alcohol markers. And then this one, I didn't have an equivalent one for the sun, for the thunder and lightning, but I did have these stickers of clouds and raindrops, so I used them and just outlined them in black to make them kind of match that. You can see the ink smudged a little bit, but the idea was sound. Just a little bit of stickers, and again, those little border strips that I've been using because I like them. We went to Five Guys for burgers that day. This collection had all these huge numbers. There was one sheet with just these huge numbers, and I've had no idea what to do with them. So I was very happy to be able to use one of them here. So pictures of Jackie stuffing her face. She posed specifically for that.
I don't know if I saw that picture.
You deliberately did that when I pulled my camera out.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, send it to me. I've never actually seen it.
She did. I pulled my camera out, and Jackie's like, "You need me with food in my mouth."
That's so funny. I forgot about that.
And then this little one is just we go out for poke walks to play when we play Pokemon Go. And
it's my favorite kind of walk.
We keep seeing this little bunny, so I took a little picture of him and just wanted to put him in my book somewhere because we've seen him a couple times. And then another lister's got a list page. I feel like this one is a disaster. I don't know, I didn't want to use every other page. I've been doing like watercolors and gelatos in the background, and I didn't want to do that this time, so I thought I'd use my Staedtler pens and just sketch some stuff, and I think it's really busy and terrible, but Jackie assures me it's fine.
I like it.
But I'm not pleased with it. This page I like more. So having done that sun a couple pages back in multiple ink colors, I can't remember which page it was, but the ombre sun that I did, I thought I'd try using stamps with multiple colors again, so I did the same thing. So it's one stamp, and then I just did part of it in orange, part of it in blue, blended a little bit here, and it didn't come out great, but I like the effect. And then this was that little notepad from the collection. I just cut the plane out of it. I didn't actually have anything I wanted to put in the notes. I just wanted a little decoration. Here I was using some stamps in green and pink just to kind of match the tape here. And then I used my Staedtler pens to just sketch in some lines and a sticker from a Mambi collection. And Jackie and I had another art day. This is another one of those vellum sheets. It's a normal like 8.5 by 11, so I was just taking a picture of it. I have a thing for peacocks, so I'd colored that one in. And you can't really tell from the picture, but in the gold part, like on these, I actually put gold glitter on them, and it's just so pretty. So I wanted a picture of that, and then I just did a little cat collage of my 3 cats, because every now and then I take so many pictures of them, and every now and then I feel like I have to throw them in there. I think we're actually going to end there, since that's about halfway through the month. I will do a flip through again when I have the rest of the book finished. Won't be too long. I'm pretty close to it. But yeah, just wanted to share what I've been up to and how I've been doing things. Oh, actually, Jackie, where is my art book? Never mind, it's right here.
It's right next to you.
Those, I'll show you that too, because I don't have much in it, and it's right here, and I'm making a video, so why not? So this was don't mind the paper in there, I was actually just working on a page. So this is the art book I was showing you pictures of. So I'm just getting into the mixed media stuff. This is all very new to me, so it's all test runs, but I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out so far. These are little vellum flowers that Jackie and I made. Jackie had a die of cherry blossoms, so we cut a bunch of those out, and they're bordered in white paint pen, and we used distress inks on the back of them, didn't we? A pink distress ink, yeah, to give them color, and then the centers were done with acrylics. And then I've got a sheet of tissue paper glued down that I painted over. I wanted to make it look like a sunset. Don't mind the fire trucks. And you can kind of see on the background there is a stencil that I did with a gold, oh my goodness, Color Shine. It was a Heidi Swap Color Shine. Because again, where I was doing the sunset, and Jackie had this stencil that was the sunset, so I did it kind of in the background. So it's subtle, but it is there. And you can see those little music stamps all in the background. So I'm learning about layering and how it all comes together in the end. I have to admit, when Jackie told me to put the tissue paper down, I was like, but why am I putting down tissue paper? But she's always right, so I'm learning to do what she says.
I'm glad that's on the record
When
now.
it comes to art, Jackie knows what she's talking about. Oh, here, let me take that washi tape out. I was protecting my border. So this was the second page I made. We were playing with her Heidi Swap silk screens that day. So I use color spray to make the background, and then there's a stencil here that we did some technique, I can barely remember now, where I used water to pick up the ink so it leaves this clockwork design in the back from the stencil, and then stenciled the Forever and Ever on top of it, and it's kind of sparkly blue if you can't see. And then I just went over, since it was a time theme, I had this little die cut, and I had this washi tape with clocks on it, so I just threw every clock I had in my collection on this page. But I'm actually kind of happy with how it turned out. And this is a page in progress I've actually been working on today while Jackie was filming her own videos. If you watch her videos, and I'll put a link to it, she's got one of these in her art journal that she actually just did. So today she was showing me how to make this moon, which works out well because I do have a plan for the rest of the page. It's just not executed yet. So when it is, when I have more in here, I'll do a proper flip through, because that's all I have yet. We're just starting with the art. But yeah, it's been fun so far.
We're learning.
We are learning. My sister, again, good influence. Thanks so much for watching. I'll give you guys another video when I've got some more to show you. Have a good day.